All right, y'all, let's get moving.
Would that work? No. I take it.
Don't forget to your t-shirt thing. And time. I don't know about you, but my hamstrings and my chest is sore today. Let's start up top. Roll the neck. So you know the style. You know what we're doing in terms of structure. Other way. Roll the elbow or shoulders back. What you don't know are the exercises for today. Today we're doing a little more cardio exercises. Cross the arms, oof, open up the chest. Actually, and then let's do it methodically. Hands here, open up the chest, lean back, come together. Today's more cardio. It's gonna be cross checks, drop squats, and high knees. All right, let's open up that chest. Other side. Oof. 90-degree angle, open. Other side. Bring that arm in front and pull it in. So the one that's gonna feel weird out of this is high knees, other side, until we get into like 3 or 5 and up, because that one, like try to do one high knee right now. It's weird. All right, that's teapot here, but we'll be all right. Other side, and it's okay if we have some odd numbers in there, and it'll total itself up at the end. Give me a little trunk twist. Reach up, and then fold it down. My middle son came in the bed last night at like 3 in the morning. Roll up, right foot up. Whenever he does that, it destroys my back because it's all up underneath. Oh, so let him do that.
Oh, no, I'm just making the collar pointier.
Other side. I know, but I still think he could do that. You'd want Veronica as your parent for online learning. Lunge to the right.
Just helping him out.
She starts helping, and then before you know it, she's doing it.
No, I'm not.
Other side. Yep, she did the mosaic.
Anything that's art related, I take it.
She's like, oh, he can't draw a pointy collar. I got to draw it for him. No, he can't make a half circle into a point. Yeah, okay. Even though he's the kid who loves to draw. Straight down. Before you know, it's going to have flower print on the t-shirt and shit.
Oh, no.
She's like, oh my God, you're so talented for an 8-year-old. Come on up. Grab the right ankle.
Okay, so.
Left ankle. Oof.
Which one do you want me, which do you want to start with?
Right calf.
Whatever you do with the pencil, you're not gonna.
Left calf.
Soleado, sunny.
Both together.
Letter rays. Now you start.
Roll the ankle.
Now when you do your, when you.
Other way.
Little lines.
So you don't need any weights today. Other ankle. Just your water. Other way. And we got cross jacks, drop squats, and high knees.
Right, so what am I?
20-minute compound ladder.
Can't draw it.
I have a feeling those drop squats are gonna be brutal,
Let's
bro.
pick- let's
Okay.
start with sleeves today.
Starting out with one, and we're gonna do them in that order. Cross jacks, drop squat, high knee. Just be weird on the first high knee, it's okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1. There it is. Topic for today.
You have to look up a panda.
Oh, you know what I saw today? I was driving back from the post office, and
So then we're gonna.
which, well, first let me back up to the post office. Let me share my 30-minute adventure to the post office because it was quite an adventure. So I go to the post office to send these 4 letters, and I need them to get there by Friday. And so, like, I walk up there and I'm like, hey, I need the certified mail. And before I say I have to have them get there by Friday, he's like, okay, well, you got to fill these things out. Do you want a receipt for them? And I'm like, yeah, I do. He's like, we got to fill these out too. So then I take them back and go back over to the counter. All right, cross jacks, drop squats, high knees, 2 of them. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 2. And so on these, I've already written, my address 4 times on these envelopes along with the 4 different other addresses. So with the certified mail and the receipts, I have to write my address 4 more times, and then each one of the envelope addresses 2 more times per thing. So that's 8 plus 4. I have to do 12 more addresses, right? So I finally finished that. I get back up there. I'm like, cool. I also need these to be delivered by Friday. And he's like, oh, well, certified mail is not going to guarantee that. And I'm like, well, what will? And he's like, you can get priority mail here, which expected date is the 18th, so Friday. But, it's slow because of coronavirus. All right, we're on 3. Cross jacks. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm like, all right. He's like, you do priority mail, which is expected by Friday, or this, next day delivery. And I'm like, well, how much is the next day? He's like, $22. I'm like, for the whole thing? He's like, no, per envelope. Well, that's out, bro. I'm like, what about the other one? He's like, it's $7 per envelope. I'm like, okay, let me do that. And I'm like, so do you have to put these things on? And he goes, and all those receipts and certified mail, I wrote all the address on. He's like, oh, you don't need those if you're going to do priority mail. I'm like, really? I'm like, he's like, do you want a signature? I was like, I'd like one. I was like, well, can I make it certified mail with the priority? He's like, no, you have to pick one. I'm like, bro, okay. Then I have to rip up all those cards I just did, right? We're going on set number 4 here. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we started to put in the addresses. He's like, this address don't exist. It's the same address. 2 of them had the same address, but one of them showed a different zip code. I'm like, well, which one is it? He picks that. He's like, this one does. I'm like, all right, so erase that one, make it the other one, right? Then he gets the address where, like, I physically went to the place on Saturday in Arizona, and he's like, this address doesn't exist. I'm like, bro, I used Google Maps and, like, walked into the building. Like, I don't know what you mean it don't exist. He's like, and so he's like, you can check, da-da-da. Now, mind you, while he's explaining this, if the counter's here, we're on 5. This part, it gets ridiculous. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is the counter and he's facing me, he's turned to the side, leaning against the other counter, and he's adjusting and scratching himself, but not like outside of his clothes. I'm talking about underneath his shirt, in his pants, bro. And I'm like, and he's like, well, you can, rewrite this if you want, and tries to hand me a pen after that. Like, bro, I'm good. Like, just put a stamp on that thing and send it, bro. Like, this is crazy. Like, I can't, like, you're handling all this mail after touching yourself, like, in public. This is nuts. We got 6. But it gets crazier. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 6. So I finally get everything. It's like $31. I walk out the door. I find a random Target gift card in my car. And I'm like, oh, let me check the balance on this thing. Check the balance, it's at 0. There's nothing on the card. They don't worry, I don't even know why. We're on 7 coming up. So I'm like, all right. Start driving home, get down the street, and I get to the corner where there's this 7-Eleven on the opposite side of the street. And all of a sudden, all the cars stop and start honking, right? 7, and 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I look over, and the 7-Eleven manager is whooping this homeless dude's ass in the middle of the street, like at the center divider, and like picked him up and tossed him and threw him. The dude's wheelchair, which I don't think he actually needed, but he just carried stuff in it. It's like in the middle of the street, and like, you know me, like, if you haven't learned yet, or if you know me personally, like, I can be Captain Save him, right? So like, I'm pulling over to the side to get ready to get out. Like, hey, bro, what you doing? Like, why are you beating up on this man? Like, back up. Like, stop putting your hands on him. We got 8. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. And so, as I'm getting ready to get out the car that on the opposite side of the street that he's fighting this dude in front of, or not really fighting, just beating him up. There's this car of ladies, and they're honking like, "What are you doing? Leave him alone. He's homeless." And he goes, "Do you even know what he effing did? He went in there, pulled this thing out, and started masturbating in front of my female cashier." We're at 9. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I was like, well, I mean, mental illness aside, who knows? You know, I don't know the dude, but you deserve to get your ass whooped for some shit like that. You know, if you got some mental health issues, like, I feel for him, but I understand where that manager was coming from. But the day and age we live in, he should have just called the police instead of trying to handle it himself and put his hands on somebody. But I get it, is what I'm saying. You don't have to agree with me on that. I'm just thinking about how he was thinking he was protecting his employee. 10, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I also don't know exactly what that dude said or did when the manager approached him. I don't know if he put hands on him and it escalated from there, but and I was just like, all right, I gotta get home. And none of my business. I just kept pushing and got back, and that was my 30 to 45 minute trip, 3 blocks away to the post office. We're on 11. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 coming up. We're right on pace 2. We're finishing at like 35 seconds. So that 15 to 20 is going to be almost back to back. Story time's pretty much over. I feel like once we get to 12 or 15, I start breathing hard. Story time is done. 12 coming up. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. 13 next. Whoa! Did you see that? I tapped it without even looking and caught it. Y'all saw that. Athlete right there. Type of stuff I live for. 13 coming up. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Stop, bro.
Get in the sock.
14 in 17 seconds. Here we go, here we go. Time to ramp it up. Going to 10. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 14, 15. 17 seconds. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let me know if you like this compound ladder. Maybe not for a whole week, but if you liked it. 15. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. 16. Last 5, y'all. Before it gets hard, where the heart starts really pumping. We have minimal rest. You ready, you ready, you ready? 10 seconds. And we're on 16. God, my chest is sore. 3, 2, 1, 16. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. And they're hyperextending my pinky touching the ground. 17. 15 seconds. 17 in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18 coming up. 3 more. 18, 19, 20. Going to 15. 3, 2, 1. 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19 next. Ten seconds. 2 more. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 18, 17 seconds. Last one. We're going to get it in under that minute. Breathe. 10 seconds. 20. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 on knees. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. Ooh, my right foot is on fire. Breathe. Breathe. Excellent work. It's a way to push through, sweating, breathing hard. Tomorrow's will be interesting. I'm not sure if we can do it all, but we're gonna try. All right, let's roll that right ankle. Other way. Other ankle. Other way. Stretch out the Achilles. Other side. If you ever have foot problems like plantar fasciitis or anything, or your foot's just bothering you, get a golf ball, just right calf. You can freeze it, but you don't need to. The freezing, though, will help with swelling and inflammation because of the cold, just like icing. And after you freeze the golf ball other side, you just press your foot on it and roll on it and hold whenever you feel a tight spot or a sore spot. And you can take on both together, both put on as much weight as you want, take off as much weight as you want from your own body weight on it. Don't try to stand on it one-footed or anything. Be smart. Right foot up. But definitely will help any issue you may be having with feet. Left foot. Roll out the groin. And we're going to grab the right foot with the left hand, right arm in the air. Switch to the other side. Give me a little trunk twist here. A little teapot. Lift up those ribs. Other side. Roll out the wrists, elbows, shoulders back, shoulders forward. Rotate the neck. Other way. And that is your compound ladder for today. Only to get started tomorrow. All right. Still feel like the push-ups is the hardest one.